Hello, everyone. I'm Michael Leboff here with Tim Kalinowski and, of course, Rob Voltage Cross, a former world champion, making his return to MSG for the U.S. Darts Masters this weekend. Rob, this is now the third year that the PDC has made its way to MSG in a row. Is there is there a new frontier of darts here in America that you guys think can even expand beyond MSG? I know you guys only come once a year, but do you think that this can actually go and keep growing and we can see maybe a tour of a couple weeks at different venues?
Yeah, of course. I think look, we look at the game now and it's just exploded again this year. Darts, it never seems to sort of fail to amaze me. It gets bigger every year, the growth in the game, and to come here and be back here this year is very special. But I'd love to do 6 weeks here or 8 weeks here a year, and obviously coming from England, I might even get a suntan, so it'll probably be handy, so very.
And if you were in charge of the PDC, what is one change that you would make to whether it be the schedule, rules, whatever, if you were, the commissioner, so to speak?
I don't know, sort of changes. I probably wouldn't, if you left me here to change a couple of bits, and then I'll probably upset everyone else and it affects myself, So, for me, the PDC do a great job, and for a game of darts and other stuff, and to sort of come to these places playing such an iconic arena, you got to pinch yourself sometimes, You look at yourself and you think, I only play darts, but for some of the things what you get in life and what you get to do out of it, it's just purely amazing, I'm very grateful anyway to be here.
And one thing I always say when I'm, I've been watching darts for years and years and years, and I always tell people who maybe like thumb their nose at it, especially here in the States, and I say the kind of the crux of darts is that you guys, the players, the PDC, the crowd, it's all about just giving the people what they want, right? It's just about entertainment, and it's such a simple sport, but you guys all are there to just give the people what they want for a fun time. Is there something that, bigger sports, and I mean, no offense, of course, to darts, we love it here, but like, whether it's soccer over there or, the NFL here, NHL, MLB, what can these franchise sports learn from the PDC to bring their level of entertainment to reach you guys in a pound for pound basis?
I think, look, we're individual, obviously. We're all about party atmosphere and stuff, and with the crowds, what we have in, they're very loud, You play in front of 12,000, and sometimes it's hard to play in front of that 12,000, The stage moves a little bit or vibrates because there's so many in there. But that party atmosphere, without that atmosphere, and that spurs us on as dart players. I think it's an individual sort of kind of thing, what we got with darts. It's a totally different thing that we have. If the crowd's, look, we get booed, we get whistled sometimes, They do what they want. They enjoy their evening, they go there. They pretty much do what they want, within reason. So, So for me, with that, there's no other sport. There's no other sport what allows their crowds and stuff, and it's just amazing to be part of it, really.
All right, last one for me before I flip it over to Tim. What you talked about the crowd. I've been to a couple events now at MSG. I went over to Ali Pali. It's hard to, it's the best. It's hard to explain to people here just what you see. So what is the craziest costume that you've seen in a crowd off the top of your head?
Yeah, probably not. I'm not going to go like the craziest.
Okay.
Probably one of them had barely anything on, you know what I mean? But at the same time, no, what I would say, I see, like, one day we went to a Premier League. It was one of my earliest ones what I ever done in Dublin. And I think it was my first ever one, actually. And we had Batman and Superman, and they were like 6 tables away from each other. And the crowd was like, they've clocked it on the big screens, and they're obviously trying to get them to interact and see who's the super, the super one out of each other, as you can imagine. But that was pretty cool. That was fantastic, that you get them 2 iconics in there, and the crowd's trying to sort of provoke them, to get up there and flex their muscles and other stuff. Having a good bit of fun in there. So that's probably one of the craziest things I've ever seen, and they both got a little bit chopsy to each other and all, so getting a bit brave.
Rob, it's no secret that one of the best attractions to the sport is, yes, the party atmosphere, but being able to bet on it. And that's what we enjoy to do. It's fun, have some money on it. It brings the stakes up a little bit. When you personally go on the stage and you're up against someone, do you ever have the feeling like, okay, I'm the favorite against this guy, or actually I'm the underdog and I might have to play my best darts to beat this guy? Does it change for you by who you're facing?
Yeah, obviously we go up there. I always believe I'll win, and you don't go up there to obviously lose. But at the same time, I think there's certain points in games, like you're at a big finish and stuff, or whatever, maybe a big scoring leg or get a breaker throw, and then the confidence goes up even more. You're sort of gonna win by that point. But maybe the game's only a leg difference in it and all, but yeah, you're gonna win. But it's all performance basis. I seem to find I'd rather sort of feel like it's always tight, and then you don't switch off. Being 5-0 up, and it's like playing for legs. Then so you can go a bit complacent. So obviously you want it. Yeah, if you always feel it's tight, you put them away a little bit quicker then.
Yeah, well, and the real reason, the biggest reason we wanted to have you here is because last year you told us the story. I want to make it a yearly tradition at this point. Can you tell us again from the top about your buddy Tony, who had you 500-1, and then he did, like you said, a bit of a runner? I need that story from the top again.
Yeah, not a problem. Not a problem. So I've got a friend, Tony. He's watched me play darts from a young boy. I've known Tony for completely out of years. So he's gone in the betting shop when I was I was just about to turn professional on the tour. I got my tour card in the September. So in the January, February, we were just starting out. It might have been just before we started or whatever. So he managed to get a private bet made with a betting company. Managed to get 500-1 on me to win the World Championships. Now this format, he knew I practiced this format for years, so he knew I liked it, and he's always had a great ability to believe in me. He's always believed probably more so than what I believed. So he always expected great things. So he took this bet, and obviously I wasn't even qualified at the time, so he would have lost his money. If I didn't qualify or anything, that was it, game over. So yeah, we go through the year, we pick a few titles up and stuff, and obviously walking out with that 500-1, no cash out at the end of it. I don't think he cashed it, and he goes for his visa over in Australia. He's just disappeared, But just winning that, absolute great guy, and just the belief, having friends like that. That's what the world's all about, and having that belief in you. So yeah, it paid off for him for that 500-1. That's amazing.
That's so amazing. Have you seen him since?
I have seen him. I have to admit, I've been this year. I haven't seen him this year, not so far, but we will put another appearance in. I love the guy, and yeah, he's just amazing.
Yeah, real belief is putting your own money on there's no bigger endorsement of belief than actual money on your friend. That is the ultimate friendship.
It's crazy, you've not even really rocked up, you haven't really played, and you don't know how you're going to be in that professional environment, because at the end of the day it changes. There's a lot of pressure there, but he didn't even think about that. He said, this boy is fantastic. He said he's gonna win loads, and maybe he was right. 7 weeks later I won my first senior title, so it looks a bit better. But to go in there and get that price even before, obviously I threw a dart in that, to win it, and 500-1, yeah, he done all right, didn't he? It's all right. Bring it on him next time.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Rob, we really appreciate it, man. Thanks so much.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, good luck this weekend. We'll see you. Always love it.
Thank you. I really appreciate that. All the best. Yeah.
Lovely you too.